This month's Manchester United away shirts are white. The month of September has yielded no goals and just 1 point from the 3 games that Charlton have played so far. Jason Euell quickly trying to do something about that very quickly. 13 seconds, almost unlucky for Manchester United. He caught it well, and it missed Fabian Barthez's left-hand post by inches rather than feet. O'Shea to Solskjaer. Now Scholes. Giggs chasing down the centre, but instead Solskjaer has been picked out. First touch just a little heavy. Jonathan Fortune was able to run Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out of play because he didn't bring the ball under his spell immediately. But Scholes had 2 runners there, Giggs to his left and Solskjaer to his right. Ferdinand away to O'Shea. Forlan. Buck made a run forward, creating this space for Giggs. Forlan joining in again. Buck to Beckham. Forlan was looking for a free kick. Forlan back on his feet. Beckham into Giggs, on to Scholes, beautifully worked. Ooh, denied on the goal line by Richard Rufus. Paul Scholes almost marking his comeback with a goal. Beautifully worked goal it would have been too, but full marks to Rufus in behind his goalkeeper Kiely. September didn't start very well for Manchester United either, but in the last 10 days they have won 3 games. Robinson. On to Bartlett, no flag. Chance here for Sean Bartlett. Saved by the right foot of Fabian Barthez, who was exposed there as Charlton Athletic broke quickly. Sean Bartlett, who marked his home debut with a couple of goals against Manchester United a couple of years back, was definitely onside. But Barthez got his angles right. Beckham. Scholes. Got it back from Giggs. Solskjaer is wide left, O'Shea wide right. This is Forlan. Now Butt. Solskjaer has come infield, but it's charged down by the arms of Robin Mustoe, who claims he was acting in self-defence. And Dean Kiely has to prepare himself for the likelihood of a David Beckham blast. Picking his spot. Here comes Beckham. Oh, he wasn't very far away either. Well, nobody bends it quite like him. And if anything, he just bent that a little bit too much. Kiely probably had it covered. Interesting for the England manager to see his captain playing in a more central role. And he can discuss it with the Beckham family. Bending the ears of Beckham too. Throw-in conceded by Ferdinand. Jensen. Robinson has made a run into the box. He's found Bartlett! He knows what a good chance it was. Very intelligent run by John Robinson from that right flank to set up Sean Bartlett. Manchester United didn't really react to that. But Bartlett couldn't react as he wanted to the half chance which presented itself. Pitch here is in very good condition, but it's quite firm and the bounce was quite high. Forlan. Charged down by Rufus. The outcome will be a Manchester United corner. Diego Forlan continues to believe in his own ability to score goals. Both Ferdinand and Blanc are inside the penalty area, and John O'Shea's there too. Beckham takes. Turned away by Bartlett, deep in defence. Manchester United left back for the moment is one Fabian Barthez, moving up into midfield. O'Shea and Ferdinand rather got in each other's way. Barthez is making his way back. The crowd urging John Fortune to try his luck from 80 yards or so. It's a better alternative. Another game run by Robinson. Linking up with Jensen. He's all alone here, Klaus Jensen. Oh, he doesn't need anybody. Fantastic individual goal by Klaus Jensen. And Charlton Athletic's first goal in nearly a month is against Manchester United. Overdue, but overjoyed. Well, Jensen had no choice. There wasn't another red shirt in sight. Once he'd been fed by John Robinson, he had to go it alone. But he had the ability to drift wide of Ferdinand and then steer an early shot wide of Barthez. He scored a marvellous individual goal against Arsenal last season, and now he scored one against Manchester United, who trail at the Valley. Euell. Been too many misunderstandings between the men in red. Solskjaer's flank. Giggs. Scholes is forward. Giggs into Scholes! Comeback goal for Paul Scholes. Comeback by Manchester United. It's 1-1. Less than 3 weeks after lying on a surgeon's slab, Paul Scholes announces his return with a well-taken goal. Solskjaer flicking Giggs into space, and Scholes just hanging back off the defenders, finding some space, and Giggs finding him. Paul Scholes' first Premiership goal of the season. And it's the first Premiership goal that Manchester United have scored from open play in their last 4 games. And if the goal was bad enough news for Charlton Athletic, here comes some more. Forlan is replaced by Nistelrooy, who felt his hamstring at half-time in Leverkusen on Tuesday, but has started every other game for Manchester United this season. Jensen. Now Powell. Bartlett the target, headed down towards Jensen, might come for Konchesky. Jensen again. Neville lets it run for Barthez. Barthez had to run to reach it. Blanc striding forward. Solskjaer. Both teams looking for maximum points. Beckham waiting O'Shea's arrival. Crossed in towards Giggs. Here's an underrated header of the ball, Ryan Giggs. Made a terrific run there to the near post. It was on this ground 2 years ago that Ryan Giggs treated us to a marvellous piece of skill when he hit the post from nearly 50 yards. It resulted in a goal for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in a marvellous 3-3 match. He is capable of the extraordinary Giggs. Back in there by Mustoe. This time it comes off ball for Bartlett. Ferdinand away and only just cleared a wave of red shirts that were descending upon the ball. Giggs though to Scholes, blink of an eye. It's at the other end with Manchester United threatening, and Scholes finding Giggs. And Van Nistelrooy was waiting, but somehow Fortune and Rufus combined. It's a good opening. Jensen looking beyond O'Shea for Robinson. He nearly found him too. O'Shea surviving the supporters' penalty appeal. No shout from Robinson himself. The three teams that have won here this season are all in the top 4 of the Premiership table this morning. Some consolation for Alan Kirbishley, knowing that he's only got to face the 8th place team today. Is Van Nistelrooy breaking clear? Real opportunities. Ryan Giggs! He's wolfed past Kiely and taken his time to pick his spot and maybe win this match for Manchester United. Deadly on the counter. Substitute Ruud van Nistelrooy makes his impact. And Ryan Giggs takes the goal. Clever little header on, nobody went with Van Nistelrooy. Charlton suddenly opened up, suddenly outnumbered inside their own penalty area. And Ryan Giggs, coolly, typically, took his chance inside the last 10 minutes. And Manchester United have come from behind. Konchesky, toss forward towards Bartlett. Now it'll run for Robinson. Helped on towards Johansson. Got a shot away. Now was it deflected off Ferdinand? Yes, it was. And Charlton Athletic have a late corner here. And all is not lost for them. Jensen will take the resulting corner. Konchesky unable to make contact. Robinson looking to get into position to toss in another cross. Has to come back to Kishishev. Headed down by Bartlett, but headed out by Bartlett. And Manchester United can break, and they outnumber Charlton on this break. It's Solskjaer, it's all to his right. Giggs has stayed onside. Van Nistelrooy's there, Scholes is there, Solskjaer's there. It's going to be Van Nistelrooy. It is 3-1 to Manchester United. 3 second-half goals have done the trick. Ruud van Nistelrooy has come from the substitutes bench to score the 3rd of them, having set up the 2nd themselves. Giggs just onside there. Charlton overcommitted in their attempts to chase the game. Have the game snatched cruelly away from them by 2 Manchester United goals inside the final 10 minutes. It's another comeback victory in London for Van Nistelrooy and company. It's his first Premiership goal from open play this season. A 4th straight home defeat for Charlton Athletic. A 4th straight win for Manchester United. That doesn't tell the whole story, but a year on from one of the greatest comebacks across London at White Hart Lane, Manchester United have made capital of their skill and speed on the break again to gain a victory that their title hopes sorely needed. Charlton won up at half-time, beaten 3-1 in the end. Did you feel that that result was a little harsh on you in any way?
I think so. I'm sure most people would agree. I mean, I've been talking to Alex in there, and you know, I couldn't see the win coming for them. Perhaps they got on top in the second half, and perhaps you couldn't see us winning it. But I couldn't see us getting beat, and the manner we've been beat does hurt.
In what respect?
Well, I don't think you know, if you're playing against these sides, these top sides, you can't gift them goals, and I think we gifted them their first 2 goals, and you know, the last one's irrelevant. I think 91st, 93rd minute, we sent everyone up for a set play, but you can't give goals like we did. We have to score great goals against these sort of clubs, and that's our downfall today.
It was such a competitive match, and yet really they've scored 3 walk-in goals almost.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If anyone wants to look at the game tonight, you know, I've got 2 defenders challenging for the same ball on 2 occasions, and not winning it. That's the big thing. You know, perhaps if one of them had won it, then we would have got out of jail. But they've both gone to win it, and they've got the flick on, and it's left people running through unopposed, and you can't do that. It doesn't matter if you're playing Man United or anybody else. You can't do that.
This dreadful home form is a mystery, but it's becoming a real issue for you now, isn't it?
Well, you know, I'm not naive enough to think that when you start the season, you've got Chelsea, Spurs, and then Arsenal, Man United. That, you know, no disrespect to anybody, if you don't pick up anything against Chelsea and Spurs, then the next two are really, really tough. And that's exactly what happened. I don't think we deserved the Chelsea result. It still rankles with me, a bit like today. But we should have picked some points up in them 4 games. But as I just said to the players, you know, it's a long, long season. This time last year, there was teams bottom of the league end up in top 6 or 7. Teams in the top 6 or 7 end up in the bottom of the league. They've got to believe in themselves, and they've got to carry on producing some of the stuff they did today. And I'm sure we'll be okay. But it's all right talking. You know, you've got to change it around. And we haven't won at home. We've got Oxford in the cup, Worthing Cup this week, and we've got to win that.